everyone. Hi, how's it going? How we doing? Turn the speakers down a little bit. It's a bit loud for us. Hello.
So it all just stopped.
Wow. Right, I was over here.
In the fucking dark.
There's the town down at the bottom. There's the house that we went to, and I am up here. And there is a side quest. And that's the main story, and I don't know what that is, and I didn't want to go there just in case. There's some other enemies up here, which, as you can see, I have now leveled to the point that they are slightly more scared of me. So the nightmare horses are now scared of me, but also over in that direction, you see how there's like a couple of plant monsters. I discovered that there was a tree that was actually a monster, and it was one of a bit like the weird axolotl thing at the start. It was like a super rare ultra boss monster, and I genuinely thought it was just a tree, which is how I walked into it, and then it proceeded to kick me into next week. So I was like, oh, don't go that way.
So that's where Don't Starve got it from.
Yeah. So yeah, but I didn't do this side quest here because I thought you'd find this interesting, because literally the side quest is go find Fenrir, and I'm like, oh, we're doing Fenrir already, are we? So I don't even know if this is a quest I'm going to be able to do, but it was in the starting town of, there's a wolf that keeps attacking all of our things, and it's called Fenrir, and I'm like, cool, you're just going to casually drop Fenrir at the start of the game. That's fine.
And then you kicked a rabbit.
Yeah, just to sort of show you where we are.
You brought all the weapons.
No.
Come and get it!
The game just told you were special because you didn't buy all the weapons. How do you feel about that?
We've got, we're now on the Berserker class, was it? Or the Defender class? I don't remember its name. Vanguard. Because it wasn't legally distinct Paladin. So, yeah, and we've got things...
It's not a paladin because you can't heal or res people or patronise people. Shush!
That's just in chat.
You might be messaging me privately, like, I see you.
No. Wow.
I made Blue a tea this time.
Peace.
After she and ahed for about 4 hours.
But we do have some magic because this shield bash is specifically Earth-type element, which is the first Earth-type spell that we've gained access to, because Black Mage doesn't appear to learn Earth-type moves. So we've learned an Earth-type ability, as well as we have the Axe abilities as part of their heroics. But see, I'm a paladin because I know white mage. I know white magic.
That's because I bloody told you to.
It's definitely a paladin.
See? That's the message.
Because they're calling you a bitch. Nope, they're sending you the rat man. The rat man.
You rang?
Just PK.
I'm up, huh?
So yeah,
Everyone
she's
okay?
terrifying because she has not been put into any of the other classes, whereas the others have. So she's a little terrifying now.
I always remembered having two weapons being incredibly overpowered in Tactics Advance, because it's literally just you get 2 attacks. There's no sort of debuff on the second attack. It's like, no, the first one does 100, the second one does 100, you just do 200 damage. Bang.
So he got up to level 6 Freelancer. We got level 5 in Black Mage and level 5 in White Mage, so we have both the Lunar powered and the Solar powered passives, because basically my thought was I'll get them all to 5 because that's where the passives are.
Yeah.
And
So.
now he is in Vanguard.
Oh, sick, he's going to learn Skull Bash. I loved it when my Blastoise learnt Skull Bash.
Yeah, so she's our White Mage at the moment. Again, got the Black Mage to 5, got the Freelancer to 5. We haven't gone into Vanguard with her because she's the newest member of the party so far. He's only 3, which is why he is Freelancer at the moment, but we've got 5, and he has 6, and so he's got Fire, but you see there's no...
No,
Earth-
that
no
will
Earth
be on the
attacks.
Geomancer.
Yeah, no Earth attack. If there is some kind of Geomancer here.
There will be a Geomancer, because there's air, water, and earth to accommodate for.
It's true, one of the crystals is Earth type, so...
Earth.
Yeah, but he has also got the 2 Solar and Lunar powered. And he got to level 5 in Vanguard. So he has the Vanguard's passive of Pain to Gain. He's, taking damage while not defaulting has a 30% chance of increasing physical attack power. So it's like less good if you are going to be as a mage, but it's like it's a passive, so I'll just have it for now. And then she is just level 8, nearly now level 9, which is going to be interesting because the level 9 of this is you just get more experience. So if you level Freelancer up, it becomes really easy to level all the other ones. So like, my hope is by the time that she maxes this out, we have found another like more melee attacker rather than defenser. Because
The bitch job.
yeah,
To be a
we want
bitch.
the rogue basically. We want the rogue job. Is my hope before we max this out. But I guess if she does max it out, I'll switch her to Vanguard. Because yeah, so that's where we're standing with the party. So I guess now we're gonna go see just how awful this Fenrir fight is, or maybe it'll be fine. I don't know.
Current objectives: find Fenrir. Also, get job.
Why this dog look like Xeno'jiva?
Looks like we
Fenrir
found our
Jiva.
wolf. You're going to pay for getting between me and my dinner.
I've never seen you this fired up about anything.
She likes dogs.
Yeah, there was a subplot about this. Basically, she wanted to have because this is a side quest. The side quest is she wanted to try the town's signature dish, which was a type of fish. But they said that the fish hadn't been coming into the ports because this wolf had been attacking the trade carts.
Let's stay focused.
Right, we've got to play this strategically now. Got to use the default mechanic.
Let me.
Listen to this music. This is Final Fantasy. We're in a special fight. Right.
Heroics! Defang. That sounds like
Yeah.
something you should do to a
Yeah.
wolf.
Perform physical attack on the target that decreases their physical attack by 7% for 5 turns.
Here it comes.
Just fucking uppercut it with an axe.
Yes.
Let's have a look. Weak to water and arrows.
Water
Nothing
and
to worry
booze, which we do not have.
I'm up, huh?
There we go. We know his health now. So he's 3,000, which is high but doable. We don't have.
We could do some protects.
Yeah. We could do that.
Proceeds to not do that.
Lend us your power.
Can
man,
Simba
get it!
use heroics to be like, fight me? Or is that not something he has yet?
Not currently, by the looks of it. Though I think one of the things of the class is that it naturally increases their. Like I can't view it here because it's on the like stat page, but there is like legitimately a stat for sort of like how your taunt is. And this class like naturally has a slightly higher taunt than everyone else. So it's not guaranteed, but just naturally high. Shield bash as well.
Come on. Right. Let's see.
Wizard.
Almighty ice.
Lord. Dusclops!
Heck. Hi, Nemo.
Anima.
Doing well.
More protects. Protect the whole party.
Spirits protect us.
Let me at him.
And crosscut seems to do 2 attacks in quick succession.
Yes, 2 attacks. It's quite a cheap one, whereas this is quite a high one, but it delays their. It can.
Oh, it costs you HP.
It can delay their turn.
No big deal. Oh, what's next? I wonder. Freeze! Shiver!
What's the
Use
plan?
defaulting.
To defend a bit. How close is his health? If we finish him off soon.
I don't know. Another 2 turns maybe.
Come and get it.
Defang us,
Defang him
please.
again. Sort of lowering his physical attacks.
Allow me.
He's gonna axe him. Needing to ask any kind of marathon series.
Yeah, Nemo's been talking about this quite a bit over the last sort of week, because Nemo discovered Marathon, which was the game that Bungie made before they did Halo. And from what I have heard from Nemo describing it, it's Halo. Literally, I was like, what sounds like what they did is they made Halo twice. But it did better the second time.
Almighty ice.
Yeah, I can do. I don't actually know much about it. I'm assuming it's a first-person shooter, but I could be wrong.
Let me.
There you go, that's what he was building for.
Well, we do have a raise.
We did, it's not her turn,
Break it.
presently.
Here goes nothing.
This guy may die before it's Gloria's turn.
How much else you got? No, no,
Okay,
you'll be
not
alright.
quite.
You'll be alright with a.
Come and get her.
You will regret your impertinence.
Brains.
Be healed. Thanks.
Here.
Much better.
I can take it.
Split over two.
Yeah, well, we got the protect on them both. You can see the blue buff swirling around them.
No, it is an FPS. Good. It's free on Steam.
Yeah.
Because it's old.
Damn it.
How's he not dead?
Alright then.
All right.
Bonk him.
11 HP. Hey.
Looks like we did it.
Kill Dog God.
This is interesting.
New powers, huh?
New stuff.
Hey!
Yeah, we've learnt job points up, so she's passively getting even more job points.
She will if you equip it. You have to equip.
That's true.
There. Now I can finally try some silver smelt.
Fish.
Adele?
I mean, there. Now the road to Halcyonia is finally safe again.
Yeah.
Feed my belly.
Yeah. Not every side quest has dialogue, but a couple of them do, which makes me think that like there are certain ones that are more important. I think they're side stories because we've had this one, which seems to be a little bit more learning about her and her backstory, and we had another one with Elvis as well, which had like a little bit of a flashback with him talking with his master. But they were side quests, so how was I to know? And then there was another side quest where we ran into a talking pig man on the road. And that happened about 10 minutes after we ended stream last week, and I was like, I'll go do some leveling. It's a side quest. Ah, why is there a cutscene happening?
Blue ruining the game.
How dare you?
That's more like it. Guess we better go tell the innkeeper all is well.
You just got Barkenine.
How
One
dare you?
of one.
One of one. There was only one.
Extinct.
But yeah, he was literally. I came out the town and got to like the first bend in the road, and then the cutscene triggered of like, "You've met someone." I'm like, "Who the hell?" And it was like this pig guy. I can't fully remember his name, but it was very sort of a standard one that you seem to find in these games of like, "Wait, no, don't attack me. I'm not a monster." And they're like, "Whoa, a monster that can talk?" He's like, "No, I'm friendly, please."
I'm full of bacon. They're not selling this to us. Hello.
You're back, and in one piece too.
She's tall.
We took care of the wolf. The road should be safe now.
One wolf.
Yes,
Yes.
a merchant friend told me. He was ever so grateful, as you might imagine. So grateful, in fact, that he gave me all the butter he had.
He
Why does that
did?
sound familiar?
It's a familiar sounding voice, isn't it?
No, I meant the act of receiving butter.
That's right.
I swear I've heard the VA
Sautéed
before.
silver smelt all round.
It's Matthew
Yes.
Mercer.
It was so worth
Matthew
it.
Mercer.
I really hope so. Can't say I'm not a little curious to see how it actually tastes, though.
Yeah, he's a sailor, and he was like, "You guys eat silver smelt here? Where I'm from, we just throw it back."
That's the spirit. Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Exactly. Now, would you like to watch while I prepare it for you?
Or maybe the voice just sounds familiar because I heard it down the shops today.
Are you sure? That'd be great.
Really?
What's the matter?
Let's watch a woman cook a meat.
It's probably better not to see what it looks like before it's cooked.
Apparently, it's a very ugly fish.
Don't be silly. It'll be fine. I'm a woman of the world. I've eaten all kinds of weird and wonderful things in my time.
Right. Well, I'll just hang back here if that's okay.
Marathon is timed.
What the heck is that? It's... Wait. Those are its eyes? Stop it! Stop looking at me!
Quest complete!
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
It was 4-star. It's 4-star difficulty on that quest.
Conditions: defeat Fenrir. Reward:
Fish.
What?
Fish. Yeah, difficulty 4 stars. So I think that's the hardest quest that I've done so far. And now we have more chatting.
Cooking with Adele.
So do you cook yourself, Adele? What's your speciality? Do I ever? I make a mean stew. Chunks of juicy meat that just fall off the bone, freshly picked mushrooms, seasonal veggies.
Why do I feel like that's not proper cooking? When you say, like, what's your signature dish, and it's like stew. It's like,
I throw
so you throw
ingredients
it into a bowl
and leave
with
it.
hot water
And you leave
and
it.
don't do nothing else. Like, I'm no cook, but if that sounds like a warning sign to me.
I don't know.
What's your signature dish? Stew.
It depends because you quite like my stew.
I like stew, and stew is good, but it doesn't exactly promote culinary expertise.
It depends because some people will do things like sautéing the meat and stuff before you put it in there, so it has a nice sear to it and things like that. But yeah, I kind of agree with you of I put things in the bowl and pressed a button is like, yeah, that's not really cooking, you just warmed things up.
I feel like making cereal takes more steps than stew. Here's some hot
No.
water, and then I put stuff in it. Whereas
You've got to peel and chop, and as I said, some people saute the meat and stuff. So I think stew's a bit more complicated than cereal.
give it one notch higher.
How
than
is
cereal.
it chunks if it falls off the bone? Nemo asking the real questions.
Because the fish be ugly, and all of its muscles like tighten into clumps, so that as they fall off the bone, they fall off in chunks. There you go. Explain that one.
Can't go far wrong if you get the ingredients right. You mean anybody can make it? As if you want to be making cuisine at my level, you need to master of matching those ingredients with one another. And if you also need to have your own signature twist, mine's honey. Honey in a stew? Does that really work? I think it would, actually. That sounds nice. You bet it does, but only if you know what you're doing. I'd very much like to try one of these stews of yours, Adele. And I'll be happy to make you one, just don't ask me to put any of that disgusting fish in it. Silver smelt, the noise you made when you finally saw one. Oh, don't remind me. I'll try my best. Easy. It was hilarious. This is what we call party banter.
Panta.
I think if I go to the travel log. Quest event, so
You do.
this guy.
Ah, Blue can replay cutscenes.
Because this one had a cutscene. So I bumped into this guy and I was like, huh, this was a very simple quest, which means there's probably more to it later on.
Huh? What's that?
Oh, hello?
Oh god, that voice.
Mm-hmm.
No! Truff is not a monster.
New Truff.
No way! It can talk!
Are you putting bones in the stew? You can, but it's best to warn people eating it. It's true.
Sounds like Lee Evans' dumb voice.
What a noisy fool! Yeah, so he's slightly higher. I don't know, is that me?
Please, please, don't hurt Truff. Truff is a monster, yes, but not a bad one.
Sorry. You just surprised us, that's all.
Me either.
Truff doesn't hurt humans, so please don't hurt Truff.
Just
Don't
need two
worry.
giant wheat
We
fields to
won't.
collide either side of them. We've got
So,
the best bacon
what are you
sandwich in
doing
the
up
Please
here all
don't
by
hurt
yourself?
Truff. I am on my way to visit my cousin, Alexanderus.
Because he's a pig.
You want to hear Truff's story?
No.
Oh, thank you. Oh, Truff is looking for someone who can cut tall grass.
25k? Holy shit, Das.
What do you mean exactly?
You're looking for a
Truff
gardener.
dropped a ring, a precious, sparkly, shiny ring.
Is this like Alt Gollum? That was loud.
It was, wasn't it? I didn't think that would be that loud.
Truff has searched and searched, but nothing.
As you can imagine, the ring is about 2 feet off screen.
Aye, the grass will definitely get in the way of that.
Yeah. Talk about looking for a needle in a haystack.
So, you need someone to cut the grass so you can find this ring?
Yes, someone with a weapon like yours.
Swords are terrible for cutting
Yes.
grass.
Yes, and axes.
You could do it.
Sure.
Scythes are for.
I guess we could, but...
You will help Truff? Oh, thank you, thank you. Truff has asked so many humans to help. But they all ran away. You are the only ones who have listened.
Aye, well, they were probably just a wee bit shocked, that's all. Like we said, talking monsters aren't exactly common.
Well, anyway, we know you're not a bad monster now. Right, let's get mowing. Where do you think we should
Poggers
start?
in the chat at that 25. Well now, if we are being specific, it is now 25,200 bits now.
There you go. Spanos does like specifics.
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 Like the ocean.
Yes. So also for cutting grass and smashing pots. And there you go. So that was that one there. And then we found the ring, and there was a cutscene where he says thank you, and he tells us that his friend that he's looking for is a travelling chef. I'm like, okay, that's probably going to come up later.
In Wind in the Willows ass crew.
Yeah. Yeah, and there was a... Joe Blogs has learned... Okay.
No, it's because you're not online, so it just puts
Yeah.
in Joe Blogs.
Also, I did try connecting online, and it actually wouldn't work, so I think that's maybe a feature that was in the original, and they didn't port it to the PC port, maybe? I don't know. When I tried to connect to the online for it while I was doing some grinding, it just didn't do it. Yeah, in this tavern there was a side quest for a guy who had lost his knife. There's been other side quests, but these are the ones that had actual cutscenes with them. And there was a guy in here who had lost his knife that his master, or I suppose teacher, gave to him, and Elvis was like, "Ah, I'll help you find it." And then it had a flashback to him with his master, and evidently he was very sympathetic towards it. And that's where we heard, I got to hear the phrase, "a wee dram." Because afterwards, when he came back to the tavern, he's like, "Found your knife," and they're like, "Oh, how can I repay you?" And he was like, "You can just get me a wee dram of that whiskey." And I was like, "Oh my god, why are you so Scottish?" But yeah, I think that is all of the side quests that I have found so far, just from that one place.
So we're continuing with plot.
Yes, we're gonna go over to where this yellow market is.
Where the plot is.
Lot of chickens. They ran away from me now.
Paul's joke has been wasted because K is not here. Or PK. None of the Ks are here. Oh.
This I learned. So when I was entering about whether the monsters nearby will cause them to join in the action lead to not just one, but a string of encounters. This ups the challenge, but is worth it for a bonus JP. And the bonus gets even better the more bouts you fight in a row, making consecutive battles a great way to rack up job points. This I learned when I was accidentally in that big patch of grass with the tree. Is when you do the little initiate, if you hit multiple targets, you have a big group fight.
So you can kite.
Kinda. Oh, we have
Bird!
We got a locked camera in this map.
Ooh! And a bird. Can't hit.
Yeah, birds.
We have the upper hand.
Your party is determined.
They also didn't heal from that fight with Fenrir. Oh, it's these guys!
Let me
Lots
at
of
'em.
flapdoodles.
Why are they in every game?
Flapdoodles!
All right then.
It's a rock. Time to examine both, is it? What is you, and what is you?
I'm gonna do one attack repair and then I'm gonna let Elvis examine this.
Oh, what's next, I wonder?
Arman.
Harrimans.
Armu! That magic. Thunder everything. Well, that one guy
Nice.
is...
Sorcery. Ooh, right in the soft bits.
Yep, that is the thing that he says.
The heel.
That was a close one, eh?
Okay, well they have less than 663
Yeah,
health.
I say he's still with us, so
Get it.
we're still just kind of got someone partially carrying us through the fights.
Get him!
Here
Oh,
I go.
oh.
They're braving. Dear man, they do not like bows here.
They always say that about flying creatures, of like, oh, a bow's good against them. I doubt that. I think trying to shoot something in the air is really not that effective.
I mean, it's probably more effective than trying to hit it with a sword.
I'd rather wait until it comes close and then hit it with a sword than try and just take pot shots at it with an arrow.
Come and get
You've
it.
got to be really good with a bow and arrow to hit a moving target in the air like that.
Which just shows how good Alistair is.
Does that feel better?
You saved my bacon there. Let me at 'em.
Aaron comes out with his Black and Decker drill to fucking slice everything. health, but they do bugger all damage.
All right.
It's what we call a time
Sorts
spell.
it. Pow! Another one bites the dust.
More patrician.
Very well. Let me help you.
Oh, thanks for bailing me out.
Dead.
Yeah.
Our journey has only
Everyone's all
just
topped
begun.
up again.
Oh.
I didn't realise that. I think because the camera is fixed, I guess this is actually a dungeon area rather than a open world map area.
Yeah, I guess so.
Because the camera was fixed inside the
We've got the
house.
upper hand, guys.
Well, we're progressing through the story, and you said that you had a tale to tell. What the fuck?
Wow.
Here I
What
go.
in the name of Christendom is that?
Asp!
Asp.
Stab it.
Come and get it.
I was going to Kamehameha then.
Ah!
Thanks for killing the useless bird at the back. It's what a frog called Emmett Selch.
What?
Okay, I'm glad you didn't know that one either.
I mean, I know who Emmett Selch is, but I've missed what Das was referring to. Asp.
It's Emmett Selch.
The character from 14. I mean, I don't really know how else to explain. They're a character from FF14.
Do they look like that?
No. Roundabout way of calling him a snake. Ah! And that's a roundabout way of telling us that.
Ah. Snake ass legged.
It's another demon.
You didn't like
Gather that. It has demonic traits. Is it weak to holy as well?
I think that was what it said. That's holy. Yeah, that's a symbol for holy, so I guess we can.
Does cure work on it?
No?
Be healed.
You don't, no, that is specifically undead. Okay.
Alright.
What's the plan?
So there must be an actual holy damaging spell aside from cure.
So you can heal snakes.
No big deal. Let me at him.
Also, just calling him a dick with a colourful term because that's what she do be like. That's fair. We're not all as eloquent as Frog. We just straight up call people bastards.
There's more than one way to skin a cat.
That did not appear to do anything.
That did.
Their weakness appears to be sword.
Does that feel
The demon
better?
got staked.
Here I go.
Sirloin.
Come and
Just sitting at the back going, that's not my name!
Steak!
I'm interested, the special just change based on what your class is at the moment.
I thought it would.
I didn't know if the special was going to be character
Let's
specific.
see.
I don't remember these monsters. Did you not get far enough in the
I
game?
was gonna say, we're like, what, in the second dungeon?
That was what I was saying. These guys don't hang around long. Now.
2 arms.
Yes, we all have 2 arms. Well done. It's 3 legs that we're worried about. Oh,
Steps.
Thought it was just a bookworm, did you?
we'll get some extra jobs after this.
I hope so.
Ah, the beacon tells us to go this way. Bye!
Bye!
Going
Go
this way.
the other
Lots of
way! I
other
love that for me. I love it when the game is like, the story is very definitely in this direction,
Let
so I can
me
choose to
at him.
increase their magical attack.
Get some.
By walloping him in the head, yeah, that makes it hard to focus on magic spells.
Oh, so it's their skull we're bashing, not ours that we're using to do the bashing. I see.
What's the plan? Allow me.
I think we definitely need to go back to the plan of, like, defaulting Elvis.
His magic isn't doing as much against these guys because they don't have a weakness to them. We had the advantage of being in the last dungeon.
Come and
Yeah, but he
get
can
it.
hit everybody.
True.
So you can hit everyone 3 times in a row with a particular element. So you can bring everybody's HP down at the same time.
Right, let's see.
I'm following a tutorial to make a card game in Godot. It's going well.
Mm-hmm.
Eat sorcery. Any more where that came from? Get her.
Did that just say 8,000?
No, I think it's because the numbers over.
I was about to say, I was like, what?
I don't believe demons would be that weak to fire.
Yeah, I'm saying. I was like, that doesn't make sense.
He is
I've been doomed. Oh, she has a counter above her head. That's not good.
Careful, Glory, your IQ's showing.
Wow, that's so mean! She's actually smart! That's so mean!
She's actually dying. Spook is a party member.
That was nothing.
Sympathy.
Crikey, we're actually pretty tough.
Can you imagine how terrifying that would be if someone like cast a spell on you and there was just a number floating above your head that you could see? Do you know how terrifying that would be?
Terrible for you, because
It's
you're
like
calculus.
it's yeah, I do. Understand. It's a real problem. Chest.
Chest! We love chests.
Miniathers.
Minetha. Because I think you can ignore most of these because they're too weak.
Yeah, a lot of them are running away from
Unless
me.
you just really want the What the fuck? Him after you.
Yeah, he decided that he hated me.
The advantage is
Like
theirs.
Death Note. Can I get your autograph in this book?
Not that.
Silly. Very strong.
Time to take a step back.
Let me see.
Need to get another Thane in the party.
Spirits protect us.
Hitting dude.
We need more classes to quite hit what we're after, but it's too early for it.
Oh yeah, you gotta earn.
Like, we're getting there with the, cracking people's skulls in.
Oh.
That's not good.
A mere scratch.
No big deal. You right?
Okay, that was fine. That was fine.
Just brave Glory and just get all our help. Time to blow you all up.
Freeze! Shiver! Away and bile your heat. Here.
I live to fight another day.
Alright.
Fair enough, he did it for us. I would rather he attacked them.
Yeah, considering we can do 700 in one hit.
Bonk.
Let me at him. Get some.
We just weakened your attack.
There's nothing.
Doom.
Attack. Die.
We're actually
Makes me happy to
pretty
hear the
tough.
phrase, we need a thing. Yeah.
This feels good.
Job up.
Oh,
Now this is interesting.
Plant Dungeon Master.
Elvis can DM.
Oh, we got a phoenix down from that fight.
Freya. Time to change people.
No, but it is time to actually make sure that people have their passives equipped.
You haven't had JP up. I told you needed to equip it. Didn't
Yeah.
I tell you needed to equip
Yeah.
it? I told you that you needed to equip it. You're useless.
So, what jobs do we want people to have? This guy has level 5 in everything, so we can just keep him here.
Yeah.
It looks like the next level is Aggravate, which I'm guessing would be Provoke. Spook can get a new booster pack!
Ooh!
On stream!
On-stream booster.
Yeah, increases likelihood of being targeted by 25%. Pretty high.
Yeah, we wanted to keep him as a vanguard because his defense is good. I'm going to open a card pack on stream and it's going to be poop.
Yeah. There you go. The chance of being targeted is literally a stat in the game,
Yeah.
and this class naturally has a slightly higher one than the others. His chances already. It looks like naturally the melee people are. So White Mage has the lowest, and then a Freelancer, and then our Vanguard is the highest with 55, which is bullshit considering how much the other people got hit in that last fight.
It was crap.
So yeah.
Crap.
Currently, she is only 5 and 5 in the 2 mage classes. She got 5 in freelancer as well. So Vanguard is the only one she hasn't, but Vanguard doesn't really feel like her kind of class, frankly. So for Keeper and White Mage, she'll get Cura.
It'll be useful for her to get like some of the passives though from Vanguard, because you never know what classes are going to come up later. So she'll learn these very quickly.
Taking damage while not defaulting has a chance of increasing physical attack power, so it's only useful if they're going to stay as a physical class.
You never know.
We don't know.
I'd say it's well.
Alright. Now that's a look. What's her passive?
White magic, wasn't it?
Either's white magic.
Oh, but look at how close she is to leveling up white mage. To Cura.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, that'll do. 'Cause she's about to become the next tier anyway, so.
So he has all of the level 5 passives.
Chucking back into black
I
mage?
think back into
Yeah.
Black Mage for this guy. I think I'm going to keep his sub as freelancer just because it is useful to have the examine. Although, yeah, I keep his passive as the examine. So she's just pure freelancer. What's the square one? Remove various status effects.
Like
Nice
Doom.
and vague. Body slam deal physical damage based on the user's encumbrance and delay their turn. And then just straight up. Nice. 1.5 multiplier. So yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, he's still got the wizard rod, so that's fine. Is this going to encumber him too much? It will. That's why I don't give it to him.
whack. There you go. Exploded.
Also, useful button on the main menu. Yay!
That's really good. Is it time for a story then?
Let's strike while the iron's hot.
I think so.
Okay. Get a story then while we're going, while we're carrying on. So I've been feeling a bit down
Yeah.
recently. Been feeling a bit down.
Yeah, and it's been worrying.
A lot of stuff going on at the moment, but I let the intrusive thoughts win
Here
while I
I
was at
go.
work, and I said a bad thing.
What did... No! Is this why you were texting me?
See.
No. It's unrelated.
Oh, this
to
was
that.
after?
This was unrelated.
Oh,
to that.
unrelated. Okay.
But I tried to pass off with some sort of nonchalant humour, and it came out a bit
I bet you weren't
worse.
No, you offended someone, didn't
That
you?
was a piece
Possibly,
of
I've
cake.
not found out.
Oh, spook.
So I was having my lunch in the canteen because there's nowhere else to go for your lunch unless you want to go and sit in your car. But we've got Wi-Fi in the canteen. So I was sat there, and a lot of the people that are at my place are of the sort of late boomer, early Gen X generation.
Both of these routes led to here. This is a save point.
Oh, you want to go back?
What the fuck?
Let's save and go and fight that thing. Sev.
If this kicks my head in, it's going to be a very good recreation of what happened with the tree.
Cool.
Except I didn't see the tree because it was a tree, and I thought it was a piece of the scenery.
Look at that.
Oh my giddy aunt! It's fucking treasure chest. It's bigger than I thought it
We've
was.
got the upper hand, guys.
Do you? I'm glad you do. Oh, you got friends.
Okay.
I'm up, huh?
Well, we're going to need to be defaulting Elvis. So let's check it out.
I'm just gonna go ahead and examine.
Hecaton.
Hecaton! It's Hecaton! He's in this game!
Hecaton.
He's the Storm King.
Allow me.
Whoa!
You know Storm King's thunder? He's the Storm King.
Oh, right.
Oh, but this is a type of demon, apparently. Who's weak to water and acid.
Hecatonship. Hecatonk here? Hecatonk.
Him Tonk.
Tonky boy.
So this is the bad end. Hecaton if he becomes a demon.
honky-tonk woman. We fought the honky-tonk woman, who has more arms than a Hindu god by the looks. He's going to use all of them to grab all of us,
Spirits
and
protect
still have some left over to punch us.
Let me at him.
Should probably defang him because I imagine he hits like a truck.
I mean,
And he's
doesn't have a lot of health.
vulnerable to axes.
Here it comes. Right. Let's
He's gonna
see.
get destroyed in a second.
Should I default him or should
Yeah,
I?
default with Elvis. That's kind of the point of the game. I'm gonna build up some stuff
Yeah.
because he's getting some MP back as well, which he does need.
I don't know what he just did. He buffed an ally.
Gave himself better aim.
Okay.
The Greek Titans with 100 heads and 100 arms,
Get it.
and helped Zeus overthrow the Titans.
Oh, so that's where they got that name from.
So this guy lost a few.
No, they didn't have the budget for it.
Very well.
I like how he's vulnerable to axes and then stakes just like outclassing everyone.
Yep. It's gonna be a bad day for the game when we don't have him with us anymore. I feel like that's something that's gonna happen at some point.
A little magical assistance.
Time to get serious. Oh, aye.
You want to take care of the ads, or you just want to take care of him?
I'm gonna put one into him and then an AoE into
Freeze! Shiver! Come and get it.
So close.
No big deal.
That really wasn't 7. That's it.
Let me at him.
Oscar to finish him
Get
off.
some.
2 arms.
Nope, not quite.
Because he defend him.
So.
Spirits protect us.
I want to finish this first.
Yeah,
Something cool might happen.
because this is interesting.
Something cool might happen. You can guard him with all his fists. Oh, it's so close. You need someone like a monk that can counter when hit. That was always
Yeah,
great in Final
yeah.
Fantasy.
I feel like
You punch me, I punch you.
we have a lot of enemies that are countering us. Like some,
Whack.
there you go.
He fell over.
No. Still standing. Come and get it.
I'm up, huh?
Solar power gives you MP back.
Gradually, yeah, during the day, and
Let
then
me
power
see.
does the same at night.
Nice.
So it's just a gradual thing. Yeah, it's surprising how much this non-magic class is burning through his MP.
It's because all special abilities use MP. Donk to donk.
Let me at him.
I wonder why they went with the instead of just, whack.
I've got battle speed turned
We're
on.
actually
Another
pretty
step
tough.
in
No,
the
but
right
like, why was the
direction.
animate? Why don't they just like sword animation is just a whack, and then if you want to do a multi-attack, it's like whack, whack. Instead they're like, what is one attack? Why
True,
didn't
true.
why didn't they just say
look
like
at this 1 XP! Gloria! It's 1 XP, Gloria! Come on!
Elvis needs 4.
Oh, Gloria! There was nothing special about that other than this chest. That's really insulting,
Taunt.
actually. That's insulting because
You probably would have used a tent to go and fight that
because
thing.
this is right here. That's really insulting. We can just go back to the entrance. Now I'm gonna go down the other route just in case there's anything else there.
Gotta check. What the fuck is that?
It's just a fucking cube.
Let's
The
do
Omnitrix.
this.
Not quite.
Hello?
I was about to be like, Guilty Spark?
Let
His
me
one
at 'em.
feature is that he's round. It's literally the most iconic thing about him.
Oh,
is
it's
that he's round.
Sweetly.
Ah, spherical.
Spherical.
Check it out. What is it?
It's an element. It's an elemental.
Oh.
Apparently.
Aqua element. So it'll be weak to thunder.
Probably, yeah.
Certainly
Well,
weak
there
to
goes
stave.
one of them.
Examine.
Dang it.
Yeah, weak to electric. And staffs. Makes sense.
Weak to me.
Using my lines.
No.
Away and fire your That'll do nicely.
Come and get it!
All right then.
Thank you, Slow.
Not bad, eh?
There you go. They're leveled up. But now Simba's close as well. Simba's on the edge.
Of glory!
Oh, Gloria's already leveled up.
Oh, my name's Gloria.
Gloria. Ah! Where were these guys before? Oh, you went the wrong way. Because they don't all lead
No,
up to
I
them.
went the right way because this was Mimic.
It's a
We
box
won't
of bad.
be going easy on you.
Thank you, Voz.
Let me at him!
Just brave 3 times and just beat the fuck out of all of them. We ain't got time for this shit. Anyway, back to my story. Really well, actually.
It did, actually. Maybe that's why they keep running away from me.
Yeah, because they know that if you just mash that button
I mean,
and attack them, they'll die.
probably don't even need to use spells in certain manner because these guys, they get okay with the stuff.
Yeah, anyway.
Oh, did you underestimate us?
Oh yeah!
Backflip
Backflip, because I can.
in armor. Magnify, which we won't use.
So you can identify. A knife that I already had.
Thanks.
I do a backflip because I can. Okay, make a dexterity roll. 26, fuck you.
Yeah, I was in the canteen and I was having my lunch, and the people that I'm with are old enough where if you have headphones in, they're still the kind of people to try and talk to you, even though it's pretty.
They haven't,
blatantly
they
obvious.
haven't picked up on the social cue. I think our generation is very well established of like the social cue of I have headphones in is I don't like to talk.
Yeah, they're of the generation where it's like you've got headphones in. It's like, are you listening to something? Like, yes, that's why they're in. Do you not want to talk to us then? No, I don't, because I'm on my
actually.
break. And it's like you're the bad guy because it's like, oh, so you're being rude and don't want to talk to us. But it's like I'm on my break. I like to do what I want on my break. Anyway, so what tends to happen is I listen to watch a video for a bit, and then when they start talking to me, I just
Looks like we did it!
I stop listening to music and I'll switch to my meme app and just start scrolling through stuff so I can still hear them while they're talking, like a nod occasionally. But they got into a conversation, a few of them did, because they are also of that generation from the 90s where, like with a lot of my friends at school, all their parents lived in separate houses. So they were talking about, child support payments and stuff between all their various baby mummies. Which is always fun to listen to from a gossip point of view. But as I came to the end of my lunch, I started packing all my stuff away. My movements activated their vision, because their vision is based on motion. So they saw that I'm packing up my stuff to go, and then the question comes to me, and they're like, "Hey, Andy, have you got any kids?" Because that always comes up. And when people are talking about, oh, my ex-wife, she's such a bitch, I have to pay her this for this, and I can't take the kids to this, and they don't understand the kids, and they look like an enemy. It's really pleasant conversation stuff that I don't know why they're sharing at work, but I feel like they need to share. But then,
The kind of things where I sit there and go, oh, for the love of God, stop talking to me and talk to a therapist!
there you go. Try repeat. And just repeat.
I did press the button, but it was just like, do you just want to attack? And I'm like, well, that's just the same as me hitting the attack button, so it's a bit redundant.
You might be able to repeat braving.
Oh, maybe.
You never know.
I'll try it on the next one.
But anyway, so it's as I'm leaving the canteen that they ask the question. So it's that kind of awkward thing, when we're talking to your parents at their house. Every time we go to leave the kitchen to go and sit down and talk, someone will start a conversation about something, and you end up staying in the kitchen, standing there talking. They want to kind of start one of those stand-up conversations of now that you stood up and you're part of the conversation. Have you got kids? But I'm still walking back because my lunch is ending and I'm going back on
Hardly worth
Thanks for
the
the tip,
bother.
Buzz.
back onto shift. So I've kind of put everything in my bag and I'm saying it as I'm walking out. And in my head, the thing to say is the kind of workplace banter. Oh, so you can grind them if you need more temps. So the typical thing to say from this question when they say, have you got kids? The funny man response to that, which kind of diffuses the situation and let's just walk away, is not that I know of. That's the funny response. Have you got kids? And not that I know of, and you get to walk away
And
because
you
it
go,
makes
ha 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 ha.
because it makes you look like the Chad teenager who got to sleep around with lots of women, and it's like, I don't know how many kids I've got because I did anything. It's funny. The thing is that I wasn't in a great place. So I tweaked that ever so slightly, and it just came out really dark and really mean.
Was
and
it tone? Is it one of those things where tone is everything?
Kind of. I mean, you judge for yourselves. Like, I put my stuff away, and they went, "Have you got any kids, Ad?" And I went, "None that I pay for." And I just carried on walking. Yeah, I just carried on walking, which was
really bad, considering what everyone else was just talking about.
I immediately regretted it. I immediately regretted it because it was just like my brain was like, "Don't worry, I got this one. I'll fill in for the. I got the funny this time round. I'll fill in here. You don't need to double check me or anything. You don't need to fact check. Don't need to read the script. I got this one." And it just came out, and then I just carried on walking at the canteen. I was like, "Oh, that's gonna come back and bite me in the arse. I can feel that one."
God damn
That
it,
one really.
Spook.
But then it sent me down like an old repressed memory.
Oh, good. Double good.
Double good.
Yeah.
Of a time that I now remember. I said I would always remember as the day that I could have potentially
Right. Let's
what's
see.
the word? Unbeknownst
Unbeknownst to myself.
unbeknownst become a father.
All right then.
And I had forgotten about it briefly. Because I was like, why did I even say that? I don't have kids. I never even come close to having kids. Why did you say that? And my brain went, well, actually, there was that one time. And I was like, oh, yeah. I'd forgotten about that. So strap yourselves in for this one. This is a fun conversation.
I don't know this.
You don't. Yeah, I've not told you this.
No,
one.
I'm worried about what I'm about to learn live on stream. Oh no.
No, my brain protected me. My brain protected me.
It's good at doing that.
It's good at doing it. My brain's very good at doing it. Although it likes to fuck up occasionally and
Clearly.
upset people, it likes to protect me specifically. So, this was back when I was like, I want to say 15, 16. I was still only a young kid. I don't even think I obviously wouldn't have been driving. I don't remember that I drove there. But Dan had invited me around to his ex-girlfriend's house. Not his current girlfriend, not Chrissy. His ex-girlfriend was really pretty, very lovely blonde, but she was quite clingy and mental.
I was putting it nicely.
Yeah, she was a bit crazy. And I was like, yeah, of course I want to hang out, you know. Why? So I want to get the tea on, lads. Yeah, you might need some tea for this.
Get
one.
some tea.
This is a good one.
Spill the tea.
So Dan was like, do you want to come round? I'm like, hell yeah, I want to come round. I'm going to play some games. So we go around to his ex-girlfriend's house, and she's also invited her best friend round. And I was like, okay, we can see where this is going.
Uh-oh.
We can see where this is going.
What have they said about me?
Yeah, it was definitely, especially when I looked at her, and now I don't like to be mean to people.
Generally you don't, which is surprising.
I do normally not like to actually be mean to people.
You're mean to your friends, but not to just people you've
Very
never
much
met.
mean to my friends. They need to fucking learn. They chose this.
They need to be put in their place.
It's just me, yeah, just Andrew. So, you know this.
The finger trimming on the desk. Oh no, that didn't bode well, because that means you're actually thinking carefully about how am I going to say this on stream where Blue's not going to be angry with me.
You know how there's that kind of old mean saying that when there's two girls that are friends, there's the pretty one and the not pretty one.
Allow me.
Well, if these two girls had come forwards, they would have been Exhibit A in not in defense of that. Let's just put it like that. She might have had a good personality. I didn't see any evidence of this, but she was not my type.
Okay.
But it turned out that was not why she was there and why I was there. This was literally just, do you want to hang out? And we've brought some people around the house.
Okay.
So that wasn't what it was about. But her, Dan's ex-missus, and her best friend, we were all sat on the bed together. Now, that sounds a bit kind of, They had one of these enormous, like, double queen-size beds in her room that fits, like, a family of people in it.
Oh,
so we're
right.
sat at, like, the foot of the bed because the TV for the games console.
Yeah, I was going to say, it sounds a bit but I'm like, well, back in the day, that was just where you had to go.
Yeah.
All right
You know.
then.
The games console was in her bedroom, so
Games
we're
in the
sat.
bedroom.
The bed basically took up like 90% of this frigging room, and there was just like the bit of floor next to the door because British houses. But me and Dan are sat on the foot of the bed because we've got the old controllers.
Yeah.
Don't stretch very far. So we're playing that. They're at the head I suppose you'd say, the head of the bed by the pillows.
Yeah.
With her laptop,
Right.
watching porn.
Let's see.
Oh.
Now, I'm like 15, 16, so I'm interested in what they're doing because I want to see the screen.
Uh-huh.
But also, me and Dan played through the whole of Halo 3 on normal difficulty and legendary in one night. It's like our greatest night we've ever had together. So I was kind of,
God, lads.
I was, you know, I was kind of focused
Uh-huh.
because I really wanted to not let him down on legendary difficulty, especially. But that's what we were doing. That's what they were doing up the end of the bed. So occasionally, I'm sort of looking over and I can see there's like tags.
Look,
that they're searching.
I'ma just say from my perspective, I'm aware I'm not a great example of this because I'm ace as fuck, but it's a pretty bold person who is just going to be casually watching porn while there are other people
Oh, absolutely. This was
doing something else, just casually playing a video game. You know,
This
I feel
is
like that.
definitely
I
what
feel
I thought.
like yeah. Okay, I'm glad that's not me being ace and just like me being a normal person. Like, who does that?
I mean, I was like looking over, and they were like looking up tags of like tattoo and piercing, and there was like girl on girl stuff and guy on girl stuff. But I was looking over, and I was like, this definitely feels like a one-player game that you are doing right now. This definitely feels like other things should be happening, and they won't while I'm here.
Yeah, Spook is like, I've got something way more interesting to look at.
I was playing Halo. I like Halo. It's a good game. But anyway,
Spook being so torn right now. I'm like, oh no, my two favourite things.
boobs and Halo. But anyway, so they're doing that. We're playing that, and then bedtime comes around.
Oh, what's next?
Sleep
I wonder.
time.
Sleep
Because
time.
at some point you do have to go to sleep.
Unfortunately.
So Dan and his ex-missus are in the bed, and so is her best friend.
You guys are good.
All, okay,
Yeah.
already strong start.
Already was kind of weird.
Already a little bit weird.
I was like, okay, but also a little bit of, I was kind of glad because the only other place was the floor where I was, so your options were limited. So I was like, not gonna say anything. You know, you do you. So
Look, in that situation, I feel like the best option is the two girls get the bed and the two guys get the floor. I feel is the best option there.
again, not really a lot of room for two people on the
Fair
floor
enough.
without being close.
Fair enough.
So
Oh, is that gay?
don't count for girls. Girls get more of a pass than that. Girls can make out, and it's like, well, they could just be experimenting. You never know. You don't know.
Jesus.
The guy hugs for too long. It's like, damn, that's gay.
Yeah, I gotta have the pillow wall.
Yeah. Me and Dan used to do that when we were like 8.
Yeah, I'm aware. The
Staying over
pillow
my dad's.
wall. Gotta have the pillow wall, otherwise it's gay.
I don't want to wake up with his, like, you know, thumb in my mouth or something. You know what I mean? Gay as fuck. Not doing that.
Oh, it's funny. It's actually funny.
But anyway, so they're all on the bed. Now,
Adam.
for those in chat, personal fact about Spook. When I go to bed, I like to sleep with nothing on.
Yep.
It's not a sexual thing.
It's fair enough if you want to confess that, but yeah, it's true.
It's not a sexual thing. I just, from when I was young, I don't like the feeling
You feel
of like,
constricted.
Yeah,
Yeah, you've
I
explained
don't
this to
like
me.
the-
Spook feels very constricted.
I don't like it around my neck and around my arms and around my legs when it's like I roll over and it's like I can't roll over. So I don't usually sleep
Yeah,
with
which is
clothes
funny
on.
because for me it's kind of the opposite of I feel very vulnerable and
I know.
I'm like no I need protection.
I know, but this is why you have like weighted blankets
Yes.
and plushies, and why
Yes.
you like to be the small spoon.
Yes.
Whereas when I'm the small spoon, I will eventually donkey kick you off me because it's like, get the fuck. I only want the blanket
it's
on
true.
me.
It's true.
Go away.
It's true. I'm just saying. It's very funny to me. It's very funny to me how how the opposite we are. It's like need to be free and we just like need to be held.
No, but when I go over to somebody else's house, I will normally keep my underwear on out of respect.
Which is very
I
valid.
don't go commando in another man's sheets because that's disrespectful from my point of view. You invited me into your house and then I've wiped my knob on you and stuff. Bit disrespectful, isn't it? You know, you'd be unhappy if you came to sort of, you know, put your hand on a coffee table and I've wiped my knob across it. You'd be like, you didn't have to do that, but you did. What does that say about you? So, anyway, spring roll Spook with the blanket. No, do not.
Do it for me though.
Do not.
Burrito me, please.
So, I've got my sleeping bag. So in my mind, I'm like, well, it's my sleeping bag. If I'm in the sleeping bag, I can go naked if I want to. It's my sleeping bag, you know?
Okay.
But a little voice in my head said to me, not only that I shouldn't go naked, but
Yes.
it said, sleep fully clothed. And I was like, okay, I'll sleep fully clothed. So I undid my sleeping bag and I used it like a blanket whilst on the floor with like some other blankets and stuff that they'd put down.
Uh-huh.
And I went to sleep. Now, when I woke up in the morning, said friend was next to me. So kudos to my brain on that one, because that might have saved me a bit of trouble. Because I'd have always walked away from that and been like, because I used to be a real heavy sleeper. I'm not like now. You know, now I'll wake up at like
A
the
breeze,
drop of
yeah.
a hat, and I'm like awake. Like, the fuck was that? When I was, you asked Tom. Whenever I used to have like sleepovers with the lads at the Congress or something, I was dead to the world.
Corpse.
They could literally throw me around in my sleeping bag, and I didn't wake up. So it would have forever been in my head of like, what exactly happened last night that I was asleep for? You know, it would have, the seed of doubt would have been there, and that's never a healthy thing. But it's like, there's no way that my jeans came off and back on.
I'm up, huh?
100% certain of that. So I just lay there for a second of like, wow, what the fuck did you foresee that I did not see, brain? Like, don't worry,
Allow me.
I've got you back. I've got you
That's-
covered.
that's-
I'm thinking.
The implication's upsetting.
The implication is upset. Not to trash talk somebody into what might or might not have happened, but you know when it's like, you know when you like recover from being drunk and you're like, what happened last night? And if there's ever that sort of something bad might have happened, it sticks with you. You know, like
Yeah.
you're walking around in traffic, like you could have died. It's like, oh shit, that'll stay with you. Of like, you did something really dumb, and only luck has made it so that nothing bad happened. But if you do that again, it very well might happen. I was just there like,
I'm up, huh?
so yeah. That's my fun little spook nearly maybe never became a dad
I
story.
mean, I don't think fun is the word I'd use to describe it personally.
It's fun because it happened and nothing bad happened. That makes it fun.
Eat sorcery. Come on, get it. Another one beats
Let
the
me
dust.
see.
Spook's got a sex sense. Yeah, that's my sex sense. Something was weird about the whole situation, and my brain went, sleep fully
Let's
clothed.
just be safe today.
Let's sleep fully clothed today. And I went, alright, I'm going to argue with this one.
All right, then.
With you on this one, brain. I was going to sleep fully clothed.
Did you
Thank
see that? I'm amazing.
There you go. I can do it. Don't like to.
Only,
I'd probably-
only when the vibes are a bit bad.
Yeah.
Your brain literally poked you in the middle of the night and went, "Sir, the vibes are rancid."
Yeah.
Milady,
Oh god, he's talking again.
I wonder if I might request that we make a minor detour.
I need to use the lavatory.
Oh, I see. It's near here, is it? Very well then. Of course.
What are you guys talking about?
We're all the way out in the mountains. What's here to see?
More
This
mountains.
path leads to the final resting place of my beloved
Aw.
wife. I had
killed a mood,
hoped
mate.
as we were passing that I might pay her a brief visit.
Why did
don't
you
mind,
bury
do you?
her here?
Of course not. In fact, I'm sure we'd all like to come with you. If that's okay.
Elvis at the back. Fuck no. Don't want to see a dead bird.
I would be honored.
Is this her? Nope, that's not her.
That's not it.
Ghost fight, yeah.
Oh no.
It's the ghost of Christmas past.
Oop.
Oh,
More dialogue.
no, this is where we've got to do the voice, isn't it?
I put you through so much since we left Musa, Sir Sloane.
Nonsense, milady. 'Tis my. I said I wouldn't do
you're,
this
out
voice.
of, you're out of breath already.
I've already done a big story. I've been like talking. 'Tis my duty to serve thee in whatever capacity I may.
It's because you take these big gusts where you go.
I'm old.
It's because you really heavily breathe out when you do a deep voice.
Though I will not deny that this has been more than a little eventful at times. I am sleepy now and must close my eyes. Strange as it may seem, however, 'twas the night before Christmas.
Really?
Was a trifling matter that caused my heart to race the fastest. The affair of the lodging house guest book.
When I went to the hairdressers today, Mariah Carey came on the radio. I was very upset.
Did the radio like fizzle out from the juices? Or... Oh, sorry, that kind of came on the radio. Beg your pardon.
What were you just saying about the Sixth Sense?
Spooky just told him this entire fucking sleeping bag story. Let him do his side narrative. No,
Oh, yeah, I still feel awful about that. I wrote my real name down without thinking. And then you, well, rather compounded the issue, if you'll forgive me saying so. We had agreed that we'd pretend to be grandfather and granddaughter, and yet you could not stop yourself from addressing me as m'lady.
That's a perfectly normal thing to address one's offspring's offspring. Alas, I fear that deception is not a strength of mine. I must once more beg thy forgiveness for this buffoonish oversight. Hee.
Please, Sir Slyn, there's no need to apologise. The look on your face was priceless. I shall remember it till the day I die. I doubt I would have such fond memories if you had not been with me.
As the kids say, oh fuck. You're too kind, and perhaps the passing of time hath rendered it an experience more mirthful than mortifying. Is that what M&M's stand for? Can I have some mirthful and mortifyings, please? I love the blue ones.
I like the crunchy ones.
They make me morbid.
I like the crunchy ones.
I must also confess to having felt a certain satisfaction in being addressed as grandfather.
And you made it weird.
For, you see, my wife died before I could give her the good
I
banging.
can call you it again if you like. Please, m'lady.
This is becoming very Japanese all of a sudden. Let us continue this
Let us
conversation.
end the
Never.
conversation.
The weirder kink than wanting to call someone daddy. Grandpappy.
Bad.
Demonetized.
Yeah.
My bad.
There's one more chest somewhere, and since that is where it wants us to go, I will go down here in hopes that I can find it.
We've got the upper hand, guys.
I'm dying now.
Let me.
You can go and get more water if you want. You've drank most of the water.
Aquafortis for my throat. He looks like baby's first Viking.
Yeah, because he's got no beard yet. I'm gonna have to do stat attack because of mana being drained so much.
Let's see.
Bonk everything.
That's what I said. I'm just gonna have them do stat attack.
I don't know what energy you've decided to bring tonight, but well done for bringing energy.
I know, right?
Energy.
Still casually sitting here, like, say, like, enclosing, like, the way that you fucked up at work, a story that isn't technically traumatic, but could have been traumatic if the situation had been, like, a fractionally different.
You never know. They definitely seemed inclined to be in the jiggy with it.
Wonderful.
Would have been a real pain in the arse to have slept through it as well.
That's not the correct way to respond to that.
I woke up with the worst of both worlds.
It's not the correct way to respond to that
It is
situation.
when you're 16.
We all have our
I'm gonna go get more
weaknesses.
water.
Plenty more where that came from.
Woo! We are good at this.
Oh boy. Ah, there's another one over there, which is probably where the other chest is, because the last two have all been behind those guys. Don't think this is the way. Oh, okay, the story literally does not want me to go that way. I'm gonna go back in tent because of how low our mana is.
Church bells are ringing outside.
They usually do.
Church bells ring. Ding-a-ling-a-ling. Taunt. Right in the middle of the road.
Yes.
That's dumb. You can get run over. Don't know if you were aware of this, but it's dark at night.
Needed mana. Health was fine, but mana was a problem. I tried to go down the other path and the game wouldn't let me.
Do not go that way. That's where my dead son is buried. I'm not visiting him yet. You buried her under a... Is that how she died? Is that why you couldn't move the grave?
Forgive me, beloved. I have been unable to visit as often as I would have wished.
You can see by the fact that I'm 900 years old and you're up a fucking mountain. Contemplate rock.
Thank you. All of you.
We did nothing.
Wow. What a view.
Loving this view of your dead wife.
She asked that she be buried here.
Well, there you go.
What
then.
a selfish
It
bitch.
was a special request.
She was
How would she know?
so
She's
very
dead.
weak
Bury her
toward the
wherever.
end. Barely
Some people
able to
bury their
walk.
wives
You know
on
that's
golf
not how
courses.
that works.
Some people bury their wives on golf courses.
Her last wish was that she at least be permitted her final rest in such a place. Though I was a poor husband while she had lived, ere absent on some quest or other, I was able to give her this, at least.
A big rock.
But enough of my self-indulgence. We must away to Savalon without delay.
The one thing that could have cured her wound. Can you push the rock? There might be a secret level under there.
The cow level?
You've unlocked the level of was. Did she die to birds?
Who's to say?
They're sitting ducks.
That's not a duck.
That one might be a duck.
Let me at him!
Go.
All right then.
You rang? All right, to be ready for this!
Was born as dead wife a cow. A
Hardly
bitch.
worth the bother.
Bitch, blue.
Wow.
What kind of cow was she? Was she a Frisian? It's the only cow I know. Black
Is this a pigeon? That's Spook at Confuzzled.
Yeah.
Every question was pigeon except for the second to last one, which was actually pigeon.
I got a star for that.
You did.
Savalon lieth a little further up ahead.
I don't suppose you would all be so good as to spare me a moment of your time.
Oomst.
I have to give you a stupid voice and all.
Minister,
Ah, not this
what are
fuck!
you doing all the way out here?
It's Tim Curry.
I
are you
have
doing
come
here?
for the wind crystal, your highness. Now, would you be so good as to give it to me?
I'm not giving anything to you.
I'm afraid so. I intend to give the crystal to Holograd, and in return, I shall be granted control of this entire kingdom.
Mr. Sloan just runs up and just fucking donkey kicks him just in the chest.
Just off the side of the mountain.
There we
Get
go.
sparted.
But of course those wretched warmongers had a hand in this. And the two mercenaries, they assailed us at thy bidding?
You could put it like that, yes. Naturally, I didn't expect them to be quite so useless. I suppose the old adage still stands. If one wants something done properly, one must do it oneself. It's rather inconvenient, but never mind.
All I'm giving you is a fucking concussion, my dude.
Uh-huh.
I'm about to go all mathematical on this.
An asterisk.
dick.
Oh, an Asterix!
What's his class?
Elvis is interested.
Prime Minister, you too possess one.
Soon
Wow.
all Halcyonia will answer to me.
Is that a fucking
me
monk?
alone.
Is that a fucking monk?
Yes! Give me the controls. Now it's personal. Oh no. Oh no.
Will be mine.
He's a monk! Yes! What do you mean he's a monk? This can't happen twice!
Yes! Prepare the papers, begin to sue!
I shall
This
show
can't
no
happen
mercy.
twice! What the fuck?
You will regret making an enemy of me.
The Blood and Sand alternate universe.
Let me
Oh no!
at 'em.
It has counters.
Did he just try and throw you down the stairs?
No, that was you. Don't assume this 50-year-old game.
Yeah, well, Blood and Sand's like 1,000,000 years old at this point, so it counts.
Well, the thing is, this is the first first Bravely Default was on 3DS, and this is the sequel. This game could actually be younger than Blood and Sand. I don't remember. I don't know what year this game came out. This game could be younger than Blood and Sand.
Fact check. Come on, Lo. Time to get into this.
Be wary of enemies who are able to counter-attack. They might strike back when you attack or when you use items. Whatever the trigger is, they'll get a free hit when you perform an action. If you're up against a powerful foe, you can be pretty sure they'll have some kind of counter in their arsenal. It might not always trigger, but once they've shown their hand, be sure to make adequate proportions. I heard there was a monk. I know.
Family. Don't know.
Human, you would assume.
No, family. None. Disowned. Orphaned. Alright, it's time to check this prick out. I think protect is probably better.
You think so?
Well, when was the last time punching was magic?
Always too mixed up with Shell.
God damn it, Blue.
I always get Shell and Protect mixed up.
I think we should check him out.
Allow me.
Bitch
He's
boy.
weak to Earth, which means
He's weak to arrows!
He's weak to axe. He's weak to Earth swords. He's weak to swords and
He's weak to Alistair.
Yeah, Earth swords and bows.
Yeah,
but he's not weak to fucking daggers.
No. September 2021 for Bravely Default.
It's that recent.
Blood and Sand
Ended. Yeah.
Time to sue.
I said Blood and Sand ended before the pandemic. This is post-pandemic. Jesus.
PP. Right. Protect everyone in the party.
I'm protecting the person who's
fucking.
I'm protecting the girl who's.
Whoa!
I'm protecting the girl who's dual wielding for personal reasons. He's weak to Earth, which annoyingly Elvis doesn't actually have.
Just default with him so we can like make him.
We do have Fire, yeah, which is still powerful. Oh, he's preparing for something.
Protect. Stab.
There you go. So our Pally proxy is closed. I'm a fucking sue. Call me Mary Sue because I'm about to sue. I'm gonna default because that's essentially defending. That's what you get. We're all defending.
White magic. Protect everyone. Everyone needs protect. Everyone needs protect. Probably not Shell, but everyone needs protect.
We need
Protect mages.
Everyone has protect on the name. Default.
You want to default again?
Yeah, let's nuke him. Or let's just let Sloan finish him off, because he clearly has beef.
I mean, you say that, he's got 8,000 HP. I genuinely can't believe this. You can't make this shit up.
Das can, because he did. What are you talking about?
Come and get it.
Alright.
So I want to do...
Defang.
Well, if I do shield, I suppose defang, because shield bashes.
Yeah.
Ow!
Yeah, defense on, so you're alright.
Be healed.
I'm going to top him up because Sloan has a tendency to heal anybody who's even slightly helped. Ow! Ow!
Wait, I think he just overbraved. No? He had just been saving up all three attacks.
Yeah, I think he did brave a couple of times.
Oh.
Oh, we have dialogue.
Is this the extent of your capabilities? How pathetic. I am a merciful man. I will spare you if you give me the crystal.
No, you won't.
You escape with your lives, and I get my heart's desire. Control of the entire kingdom.
Let me at him.
I hope you guys one day get to make a villain that causes two people as vitriol's response. I know, right?
I am a villain of this magnitude, IRL.
Yeah. Right. Let's see.
Right, we're gonna blow him up now then. Burn. Burn, bitch, burn.
Fire!
More.
All righty. Come and get her.
Oh.
Sorcery. Almighty flame.
Shimmer.
Yep.
Ow!
Right.
Oh, Elvis is not looking good. Oh.
That'll be fine. Right, keep up the pressure.
Okay.
This guy's got nothing on us.
Allow
Miss. stacks? How many stacks do we have on that? Minus 21. I don't remember what it says the max stack is, but we'll check it. So what's the ability?
Minus 65% is what it can go down, so it can do 35. Ooh, good heal.
Yeah, I'm glad I healed him.
Keep going then. Keep your fanging.
Yeah. Keep stuffing it. Ouch.
That's 29 damage, that'll fuck off.
Oh, more story.
Can I really be staring defeat in the face?
If you fucking teleport away.
Just blends in with the shadows.
Bye! Just peace out.
I cannot lose. That is not how this is supposed to end. I will defeat you, and Halcyonia will be mine. This is no time to be contemplating defeat, not least because it will never happen.
Here I go.
Okay, he's not disappearing
Okay,
yet.
it was just dialogue. Okay.
I feel like we're gonna beat him up because we're gonna be able to get Monk, and then he'll come back later.
Maybe, yeah, because the other two ran away.
Yeah, they're not dead. They just need to go and get. They just need to go back to the job center.
She does it.
Double time.
To arms.
White magic. We need to cure
Let
the
me
people.
help you.
Ooh, what the fuck? Sloan!
Kick in the face.
Sloan triggered a counter-attack, but because he's not part of the party, he kicked her instead. I was about to say me.
Oh no, the line is blurring.
I was about to say me. I was about to say he kicked me. He kicked her. This is bullshit. Shut up, Nat.
So what does Adele stand for? Ah, Adelmara.
We're going through it right now.
What's the name of this? Is the name of this VOD literally just gonna be Daddy Issues?
No, I don't like that. We're using his special.
I humbly request a clip. Dash, you cannot clip a 2-hour stream.
Let's keep it up.
Okay, that was the thing that just happened. More fire, please. This is going to end it.
Potentially, yeah. Well done, Shimmer.
People don't choose Asterisk. Asterisk choose people.
I am.
Although he's more like the opposite of Shimmer,
Feel it.
because he's talkative. I meant just for the Adele bit. What's Adele short for? Adelmara? Ooh.
Asterix.
That was the Eye of Horus, wasn't it?
And I'm the one who picks it up. We both said I. We both said it. You can't even do it. We both said it.
Too many clips.
Oh god. They excel in inflicting critical hits. Strong strike for physical attack on the target that deals heavy damage but a slightly reduced chance of landing. Invigorate boosts the user's physical attack by 15% for 3 turns. Stats cannot be increased beyond 200%. Some stories write themselves, right?
I don't actually know if that's a good job for her. Because we have a dual wielding at the moment. Yeah, there you go.
Yield, Horton. Thou art bested.
How could this happen? The asterisk was meant to render me invincible.
And who gave you that impression?
And that's the way the Horton crumble bottoms.
Looks like your plans have crumbled.
An asterisk is only as strong or as weak as its possessor. And in thy case, Prime Minister, 'twould seem thou wert not strong enough.
Stop! Don't come any closer. Please. I know that I've done wrong. I shall gladly relinquish the wind crystal. Just leave me be.
Pathetic.
Ooh!
Xenos?
Who this?
He hitting the pathetic line? Whomst? I just said, I'm just like, who gave you that impression?
It was Headmaster Seymour. Skinner!
This man might actually die here.
You are of as little use as those idiot mercenaries you hired.
Is he slightly Russian?
Slightly. Adam!
I mean, Lord Commander, what are you doing here?
I need a haircut. It's Raditz. Quan Chi.
If anything more annoying, foolish, wittering, useless worm.
Goljumi was dead.
My God, he fell behind a text box. It's the worst way to die.
Now, give me the wind crystal.
A little underwhelming that he's just called Adam.
Yeah, as I said, what kind of name is Adam?
I know it's biblical and everything,
I
but
was about to say, yeah, I can only assume that that's why, because of the biblical reference. What is that armor? This is some freaking Allergan shit.
And what if we refuse?
Then the
got your
second
fucking
ton of
balls
asking will be
off.
considerably less polite. But if you insist, come. I will teach you how foolish it is to deny me.
Is this where we lose Sloane? Is this going to be the you run away, I'll hold him off?
no.
The dash. God
Yeah.
damn it.
Come here, vile beast,
Uh-oh.
and feel my blade.
We're in for a real battle here.
Man's gone Super Saiyan 3 on us.
All shall kneel before me.
Well,
Friends.
let's check him out. Examine. Yeah, that's a lot.
Okay, so that is what we in the business call scripted.
Yeah.
This is what we call scripted defeat.
99,000 health.
I feel like this is scripted defeat.
Well, we're going to play it as if we can win. So, Benediction.
Yes, we've learned Benediction
What
now.
the hell is that?
Increases the user's restorative power by 30%.
Ah, nice. Oh, time to rise. Simba, get back up.
Let me help you.
So that he can kill you again.
Stop acting like your dad.
Ah!
You did.
Yep.
No way.
Nope. That's not good. He also knows race.
Spirit, aid me. To push too far is folly.
I'm a cast fire on him. He's only weak to me.
Come and get it.
Half damage fire.
And that was
And-
13.
And deal with the devil is what he's is prepping. Well,
Quick, change into a monk. It's obviously his weakness. Oh, that didn't go well. That didn't go well.
whoa,
You
okay. So we're gonna just go with the scripted defeat then. He's back at full health. I did damage to him and he's back at full health. So yes,
Right.
scripted defeat.
Here.
My time has not yet
Yay, I'm
come.
alive to die again.
Something must be done.
Can you run away?
To push too
This
far is
favor will
folly.
Slow.
not be forgotten.
Stop enabling him.
No, I'm no. You can see. Look at the top.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
grayed out. It's grayed out at the top. You can see when it's like me pressing the button. It's like let me go, let me go.
You have an item. Did it give us an item where it was like, oh, use this?
Fragment. Knife.
Enjoy.
Stop that.
Ow!
No,
Uh-oh.
There you go.
yet.
I had expected a little more from you, if I am honest. But no, such a pity.
It's got hacks. Oh,
The wind crystal will be coming with me.
Daddy.
Spook. Spook.
I had to.
You piece of shit.
Hey, put her down.
Yeah, I'm a man.
Well, catch.
What? No.
I changed my mind.
That's big Alistair energy.
What?
But-
No.
Wait, what? Oof.
Please clip, I beg you.
I I have what I came for. But you refused my mercy. And for that, you must pay.
Man's eyebrows go up his forehead.
With
His
your
facial hair
lives.
looks like crenellations of a castle. Sir Sloan, no!
Yep, there it is.
I am Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I will hold him here. Friends, escort
This
Her
is an
Majesty
actual
to
cutscene,
safety.
not like a
What about
dialogue
you?
cutscene.
I shall not tarry long. No longer than it takes to best this fiend.
Rest in peace, my friend.
Yep. We will not see him again.
Grandpa!
Finally, an opponent who might actually be worthy of my time.
I thought he was gonna run away then.
But you cannot stop the inevitable. To stop you will be enough, whelp.
Oh, bollocks! What's his asterisk?
The reverse grip?
I had hoped that you might have some staying power. But I see that you are flagging already. You are finished, Hero of Light. How can you hope to defeat me? I am a Hero of Light, no longer. And merely in facing you, I have already won.
He's a Dragoon!
Dragoon! Oh, I hope this game has some version of Dragoon in it.
He just fucking blew up.
Sir Sloan!
Impressive. I will resist the urge to toy with my prey next time.
Damn.
Lord Commander, the Halcyonian army is mobilizing.
Is that so? Then it seems our entertainment ends here for today.
What of Princess Gloria, Lord Commander?
Leave
Fuck
her.
her.
The Wind Crystal has been secured. We have what we came for. The rest is merely a sideshow. We return at once.
Sir.
And now that the crystal is finally ours, it is time for our next move.
Your pauldron's loose.
When we
Well
were
then.
finally able, we paid our last respects at Sir Sloane's grave.
A big fucking
Did you
hole.
did you find a body? Important distinction. Oh, they did find his cloak. Hmm.
All right, old man. Hope you're up there enjoying a wee drink or two with Lady Emma. Here's to you both.
I'm not sure that's what you're supposed to say. Still,
I'll honour him in my way.
that would be nice.
Aye.
Sir Sloan, I'll do it. I'll do what you asked. I won't let you down.
Oh! Well, that's the credits.
Yeah,
That was a good game, that was.
We
Apparently.
must be on our way.
Apparently that was just the intro then. I did sort of say that though. I was like, we've got this guy with us for the tutorial.
Yeah.
So now the game properly begins.
The presence of a cloak and equipment on his grave and none on his wife's suggests that she walked around naked, which might be why she died. Hypothermia is no joke, and pneumonia is even less fun. So Sloan leaves the bar.
That's so mean!
So Sloan leaves the astral plane.
That's so no, the material plane. The astral plane is
him gone. He fucking dove into hell. Him out of here.
Oh no, the old man that wasn't part of our party gets removed suddenly and violently. Who even saw that coming? Yeah, if only we'd all seen that from day one. Foreshadowing is a literary device.
Dasson Vosley literally types in the chat like before he struck forward, like, oh no, this is the part where he dies.
Yeah.
And then he comes forward like, hello, this is the part where I die.
This is the part where I kill you.
Final Fantasy, man. Story writing is good, but it's definitely not original.
No. If you've ever played, I think I keep saying this of like, especially for anybody who's played 14, because I feel like 14 is probably now the most played Final Fantasy game. Let's not even joke, because like the numbers that game pulls are insane. The moment you play any other Final Fantasy game, you realise there are no original ideas.
No. They were like, what if we did that, but again? Right, job time.
Oh yeah. Another, it's just a fist!
Ooh, level 3, bare knuckle brawler. That means you can fight without weapons.
User and equipment's physical attack by 80% and aim by 30 when they're empty. Well, that makes sense because you're not getting the stat bonuses from having the equipment. Only one passive. Every other class had multiple passives up to this point. Almost in the same position as well. From physical attack that deals heavy damage, slightly reduced chance of landing, restore 20% of HP, cure, poison, blindness, and slow. Firebird. From fire imbued physical attack, target's resistance is reduced for 2 turns. Good combo with a black mage. From physical attack that can penetrate the default defense, useful. That costs HP.
20%.
Oh, a lot of these cost HP. That one's MP.
This is like TN.
A little bit. 15% of the MP and cures silence, dread, and contagion. That's useful. Flying heal drop.
Hitmonlee.
Jesus, 30% HP. Invigorate boosts the physical attack by 15. Form physical attack and delay the next turn. Fire imbued physical. Break through the default and focus. There's nothing here that says you get counterattacks, which is a bit of a shame. Considering that was kind of what we thought it might be.
Oh, yeah.
There are also a lot of fire skills. A lot of fire skills on them for some reason.
Yeah, fire monk.
Yeah. So are we giving it to her because she doesn't have any other alternate ones? Or are we or is this now at the point of fuck it, let's just let her finish leveling Freelancer because she's only got 2 left?
Does she have the most attack? Is that why we were saying that she would be the dual wielder?
I believe so, yeah.
59 physical attack.
Yeah, he's got slightly more. He also had the defense.
Does she have good crit? 37. Oh, 8, sorry.
I was about to say, I was like 37. 8. Yeah, slightly better than his, but he was magically inclined. So yeah, she had better crit, which I think is why we were like, we want some kind of rogue class for her. But I think it's mainly just, if she does max out Freelancer, we'll put her as monk just so that she's getting job points put into something else. But I feel like she wants some sort of rogue class because she's static that way. I guess we can keep her as Freelancer for a bit. Or maybe I'll do some off-stream grinding again.
Well, it's time to get the fuck back to town then, I suppose.
Yeah, that's why he's like...
But it is 9 o'clock.
Strong.
What an episode.
Yeah, Jesus, that was quite the opening. It's just funny that in typical like JRPG fashion, it's like, this was our opening! It took us 3 hours. I just want to go round you. Can you like run away the other way? Let's just see if we can get out of this dungeon to the other side. That's another shortcut back to the start, so there's evidently still a bit left in this dungeon. Oh. So bad at that.
That was
yeah.
a whiff and a
That
half.
was one hell of a whiff.
Come on!
Really?
Very well. Spirits protect us.
That entire thing was wild to experience. This is another one of those things of like, for those who don't fully know, it's very hard to explain. But to play through a game which has managed to essentially paraphrase a key plot point of your D&D game from like 10 years prior is very bizarre.
Damn, yeah, and we nearly started Blood and Sand 10 years ago. In fact, this coming May.
This coming May it'll be 10 years because it was
10 year
because we
anniversary.
the technically I guess it was more session 0 almost was what it was. Session 0 was my 21st birthday.
Damn.
Oh yeah.
I keep thinking like, oh, that was 5 years ago. No,
No,
time
no,
has-
it finished 5 years ago.
Yeah, it finished 5 years ago at this point. Jesus.
No big deal.
Allow me.
And then the DAS is sat at his computer now just
Does that
recoiling
feel
at that
better?
information.
Here I go. Yeah. Big deal. Oh, what's next, I wonder? Away, bio your heat. Ooh, right in the soft bits.
Let me see.
It was January when you started like prepping, I imagine then. Because we knew about going for the.
Cheers.
Wait,
meeting.
yeah, how far did we... come January, it'll have ended 5 years.
Ah. Yeah, of course. It ended just after Christmas, wasn't it? So I got my morning rota.
Yeah, that's when you were on rota change.
So it would have ended 5 years ago this January, but it would have
Started 10 years ago this May.
Come on. Right. Let's see.
So I think because so that makes it 5 years. I think SKT technically went for longer, but SKT basically had a year's break at one point because of like Pillsbury and stuff. So like in terms of sessions, couldn't tell you which one was longer because obviously Blood and Sand we didn't properly like document them because we didn't think to at the time. So I couldn't tell you which one was longer. Yeah, I think SKT ran for longer, but had a big pause partway through.
No, it ended January 2020.
The year of the pandemic is when Blood and Sand finished?
No,
That doesn't sound right.
no, it wasn't. Pandemic was nowhere near.
Could do something. Check your notes apparently, or maybe I need to go check my notes.
No, Blood and Sand didn't end during the pandemic.
So the pandemic hadn't started then. It was March 2022 that the pandemic started. So the January the 2020 was right before. The pandemic started in the March. I think around January was when there was like murmurings of like, oh, there's a bit of a thing happening over in China, and it's like, oh, it was fine. If you tied Lost Silent Minds and SKT, that was the thing as well. Is yeah, it was two. They had two separate names, but they were technically the same campaign because one just continued on. Some of this stuff is hard to keep track of because we didn't properly document it. Because at the time we didn't think that we would need to properly document it.
I needed that.
Check roll 20 from the last time y'all looked at Blood and Sand. Probably not accurate, Core, because especially like between me and Das, we'll probably have looked at the Blood and Sand roll 20 for various reasons outside of the game.
No, I didn't feel like it was 2020.
No, not for Blood and Sand. I think Das might have been referring to
Okay,
SKT.
what's the plan?
Get some.
Or Lost Minds, getting our... and it ended January 2020. No, Das is reiterating, it was January 2020. Fuck! I mean, 2020 is like a lost year. Let's be honest.
It just doesn't seem like the right time frame to be ending Blood and Sand in January and then my birthday that year. Like I had COVID 2 months after Blood and Sand ended. That doesn't sound.
That doesn't
right.
sound right to me either.
Because I caught COVID in the March because that was on my
Yeah.
28th
Your
birthday.
28th birthday was spent in lockdown, away from everyone because you caught COVID for it.
That doesn't sound right. I know it happened after Nerwin's first visit because he took his dice. And he came over in the 2018, wasn't it?
Was it 2018? And then he didn't come the following year, and then 2020 he wanted to come over, but then the pandemic struck.
Yeah.
So maybe.
Sand, January 11th, 2020, the final season. It must have been.
What are you two fucking talking about?
Shut up, Cole.
It just didn't feel like that was the same year.
That's honestly, that's the 2020 effect, man. Yes. 2020 did not feel like a real year.
No big deal.
Das has looked up the odds because we didn't. I don't know how many sessions there were because we didn't log it at the start, but towards the end, a couple of the Blood and Sand sessions are on the vlog channel, and the vlog channel will have their day. So that's probably what Das has gone and looked up with that YouTube link. That YouTube link is probably the last session of Blood and Sand. Yeah. Yeah, broadcast air date January 11th.
Jesus.
And there's the lava pit. Yeah, that's the final room that the final boss fight was in.
Sounds really good.
Yeah, and then go to like around here or something. Yeah, is where you get to the very end. And then we had another one February. We had a part 2 in February. February 8th, 2020, breaking the cycle because it was the final boss fight, so it took 2 sessions. And then if I scroll to the very end, you turned up.
So technically, it was February 8th.
It was February. Blood and Sand ended a month before the pandemic started. That I wouldn't believe that if I wasn't looking at that date, but it's right there. Blood and Sand started a month before the pandemic and ended a month before the pandemic started? What?
Guess it's my turn.
Jesus. Yeah. Yeah, Smooch. I know. That's why I was like, if you skip to the end. That was the final post-campaign session. It was the right way wrapping up. Yeah, we just finished off the fight. And yeah, that was the wrapping up of like, well, this is what we do with the rest of our lives. We go talk to these characters, we go do this, we have a small beach episode. And then at the end, you would just walk through the door and Das was like, you can come here for the wrap. That's Jesus.
No, the reason I joined in was because Nerwin revived me.
Yeah.
That was why.
Yeah, and then you'd walk through but also you would walk through the door and you'd like just come in from work.
Yeah, I'd come in and I'd already planned what I was going to do for.
Yeah, I remember.
Nerwin said
yeah.
no.
I remember you telling me of like, oh yeah, I know what's going to happen. Alice is going to die. I remember you telling me, and Nerwin was literally like, nah.
Very well.
All I'm hearing is we need another D&D campaign because we are the best and you guys suck. Well, that one seems to rely on you, Stanji, because the rest of us are able to have a D&D game. How many years has it been now that we've actually said, man, we should run an IRL D&D game, and then we don't? Just saying.
It's still not marrying up in my head.
It doesn't make sense, but the numbers are right there. You can't really deny the numbers. It's right there.
Because I don't feel like at the time when Blood and Sand was ending, I was getting excited for Evil Genius 2 to come out. Because I got that for my birthday. Because I was in... Remember, during...
It's really not adding up in Spook's head.
It's not.
I mean, it kind of isn't adding up in my head either, but I can't dispute it, is the thing. Can't really dispute it. Hi, Dan! Let's go! Hi, Dan. We're having, like, a mental crisis at the moment in the middle of this just random fight that we're doing. The fight isn't important. We're just having a crisis at the moment.
Nothing to worry about.
Ow! Stop that. I need you to doubly stop that. This is starting to hurt. I'm feeling the loss of our extra character.
Aye, this should do it.
Yeah, the game was released for Windows on 30th of March. Oh, 30th of March 2021. That's why it's not marrying up.
Oh, you are getting your you're getting your days mixed up because actually, yeah, it wasn't your 28th that you had. It wasn't your 28th that you had COVID for, was it? It wasn't your 28th.
Oh, was I in 2021? Who is it?
It's 2024.
32 at the moment.
Yeah, so
4 years ago. Yeah, so it was my 28th birthday.
Okay.
Is the crisis that you are finally leaving Spook for me and we are running away together? Can we grab curls on the way too?
Trying to start a fucking coven.
Apparently. I mean, I'm not saying no.
Right, okay. But
does that feel better?
Yeah, definitely. That is a definite.
That is a definite.
That is a definite. But yeah, actually, no, I think that's right because I feel like I feel like I do remember you saying like I've gone a whole year working through the pandemic and now I catch COVID. I feel like I remember you saying that you didn't get COVID until a year later, and you were like, "What? This is bullshit."
Yeah, right on my birthday.
Right on my birthday, a year later, you were like, "Oh, now I get COVID."
I mean, that makes a little.
I
more
vaguely
sense,
remember that.
It's still weird. I would never have said Blood and Sand ended the same year the pandemic started. That's ridiculous.
Same. That just sounds like an incorrect statement. It just sounds false.
It does, doesn't it? It's like when you hear about like two philosophers or something in history, and it's like these two people lived at the same time, and you're like, they didn't live at the same time.
That's
One of
not
them's
true.
like thousands of years old. And you're like, no, they both lived at the same time.
Yeah, it's like the statement where it's like, you know, if there was a film that had like a cowboy, a samurai, and some type, I couldn't remember what the third one was. It was like it would be historically accurate because they all existed at the same time. I can't remember what the three of them were, but it was like at the same time that like very early cowboys were in America, there was still samurai in Japan. Which doesn't sound real, but that's just how time is. Cromwell died January the 11th, and the campaign ended on February 8th. Yeah, that was the wrap-up session. Where we had our beach episode. We went to the beach. Oh right, I was going this way. Because there was the last chest here. It only had money in it. Heal everyone, please. Oh!
Welcome back, Lord Commander.
Hoomst! Hoomst!
The Wind Crystal is ours. Proceed with the next stage of the plan.
As you wish.
Lord Commander.
What the
Good
fuck?
to see you back.
They can't keep getting away with it.
What have you to report, Lonsdale?
King Vernon of Halcyonia has formally rejected our offer of an alliance. How shall we respond?
For now, we do not.
Very well.
We march soon. Make sure your troops are ready.
Of course, Lord Commander.
Welp. Oh. Complete the prologue, chapter 1! This is our third session of this, so we've put about 7-8 hours into the game, and we've just started chapter 1.
Another Another fun fact for you, Blue.
Yeah, that seems about right. Thanks, Den. Yeah? What is the fact that you're about to tell me that is gonna cause me physical harm?
We watched Castlevania at the start of the pandemic.
It's already 4 years old? Nearly 5?
Yeah. Because I posted something in the Blood and Sand thing where we were talking about the characters.
Of
The
course.
city is just up ahead. Savalon's ties with my own kingdom go back generations. I have made the journey here from Musa many times.
The thing I was commenting about is I need to do something was for the 10th year anniversary. I need to do something. Don't say the 10-year anniversary of Blood and Sand. That sounds so weird. That sounds so
Any idea
weird.
how the water crystal might have wound up here?
No, sadly.
You know that also means that Critical Role's got a 10-year anniversary. Either has happened or is coming up.
Yeah.
Because that was a similar time frame.
But I have no doubt that King Orion will lend us his aid in finding it, if the rumors Sir Sloane heard were true.
And I'm sure I've said it before, but I will say it again. I've always found it very bizarre that Critical Role was started because of Leon's birthday, and Blood and Sand was started because of my birthday. I always found that a very bizarre coincidence.
You okay, Gloria?
I am fine. Come. We must be on our way.
Narrator, she was not fine. 2016 was the Guildhall battle.
Yeah, we're reading the same thing.
You're back looking through the chat.
Nasdo's stats totaled 69.
Nice. Rocks.
I'm reminded of all the fucking Jorts posts.
Jorts? Yes!
There's a lot of...
There's a lot! Oh, party chat. If we can just get to this city, then hopefully we can save up, and then I've got an area that I can like grind for a bit if I need to. I hope Gloria's okay after everything that happened. Oh, I've been meaning to ask you something, Your Highness. Me? Of course, what is it, Elvis? I've not been to Savalon before. What's it like? I mean, what are the taverns and food like, right? Not a bit of it. I'm a scholar, remember? I like to get a thorough understanding of a place before I place a visit. I don't think you're fooling anyone, Elvis. Well, I'm not wanting to know about the food and that, I suppose. I'm not wanting to know about the food, I suppose. What is it like? Savalonian food and drink? Let me think. One or two things did make quite the impression on me. I seem to recall a juice made from cactus. Drink cactus juice! It'll quench you. And citrus fruits that are rather delightful, tart but well-rounded. That does sound delicious. I knew it. You want to know about our eating and drinking prospects just as much as I do. No, I don't. Well, I do. I don't even know if you could juice a cactus. Right, why don't we all try some when we get there? That does sound nice. Yes, I'd like to try that. Alright, now we can finally get excited about hitting the desert. Let's move on, shall we? Yeah, let's do this. You ready, Gloria? Yes. All set. Thank you. Aww. They're such thoughtful people. Thank you, all of you. They're being so nice to me. There was also the divine intervention for the end of campaign where I deleted the city. Also true.
Friend. Not good, I'm afraid. The lower floors are entirely submerged.
Oh yeah, the town in the desert is flooded. That's a problem. That was mentioned.
Are we to be left with nowhere to live at all? What then?
You're about to be made homeless, you say? Ach, come on now. I'm sure it can't be as bad as all...
Crikey. What is it, Elvis?
I feel like I need to get Elvis's Black Mage leveled up so he learns Thundra. Thundara.
Whoa.
Because I feel like if we're going to be fighting water stuff, electric is going to be needed. Did we always have that channel when the campaign started? I feel like we had some sessions before that even. I don't think it did. Question! I don't know if we even really used Discord all that much when Blood and Sand started.
That's a fair point.
10 years ago?
Well,
I don't think we had
Certainly looks
Discord.
like whoever took the water crystal came here.
Yes, Tangy, Discord is younger than Blood and Sand. Yeah, we were on TeamSpeak. Discord didn't exist.
This TeamSpeak.
This is why the beginning is actually so hazy. Is we didn't log anything because we didn't think we would need to, and we didn't have like channels for things because Discord didn't exist. So we stream. I didn't think we streamed it necessarily.
We used
Tiny Chat for webcams.
Oh my
Because TeamSpeak
God,
didn't.
yes,
Because
we did.
TeamSpeak, it was Tiny Chat. Yeah, not Tiny URL. It was Tiny Chat because TeamSpeak didn't have webcams, and when Discord first launched, neither did Discord. So we spoke in Discord, but we still had to use webcams, and then Discord added in webcams as a feature. It's wild to think that there was a time when Discord didn't have webcam support. Skype. Don't talk about that here. We don't talk about them anymore. We tried to use Skype. Is there a Blood and Sand Skype group?
I don't even know if I've still got Skype installed on my computer.
I don't. I've uninstalled Skype. I mean, the account still exists. I didn't delete my account, so I could like download it and reinstall it, but I kind of don't want to. But in theory, there might be a Blood and Sand Skype group just existing in the aether. None of us none of us have Skype installed anymore. Yeah, MSN Messenger and Ventrilo, both of those. We have both of those.
Damn.
We use Skype as well, but Skype was so laggy we didn't. Yeah, Skype was lagging, so we used TeamSpeak. I feel like there might have been a Blood and Sand Skype group, so that I have no idea. Yeah, like I'd literally have to re-download Skype. One of us would have to re-download Skype to see if it still exists, or whether Skype himself has had like a server purge, which it could have done in the last 10 years.
It certainly does.
Alrighty. Best
We
go
did
have a
have
wee
one,
word with
yeah,
the
we
king
got
then, eh?
open.
Send pictures. send pictures of the Blood and Sand Skype into the Blood and Sand Discord, just because that's funny. They wiped it. No! So yeah, the records are gone then. So the early days are literally all we have is what we can string together from memories. Is what is from because at the time we didn't think we'd need to, did we?
Yeah. It's just so
really
weird
such a
to
good
think
idea,
of all these
Elvis?
events that were so close together and using technology that we've now just moved past. It's so weird.
Yeah. I'm going to assume we started Blood and Sand the same time we created Roll20. The account is the 1st to 5th, 14. I don't think Blood and Sand was necessarily the first thing we played on Roll20 because didn't Simon try to run a game on Roll20?
Yeah, because if the next year's the 10-year anniversary, we started in 2015.
Yeah.
So that would have been a year earlier.
Yeah, and instead Blood and Sand didn't start in Roll20. The session 0 of Blood and Sand was done in real life.
Yeah.
In a hotel room in Nottingham.
Yeah, because it was just the four of us.
Yeah.
We were the party of three with Das as the DM, and then we wanted to continue it, so we was like, okay, well, we're going to need to do it online.
Yeah, we'll have to find a thing online to do it, and so we used Roll20. Get reduced to atoms. That time you drowned in a desert? Yes, that one. Yes, when I drowned in... Ironic, because that's what's happening here. And I was playing... It wasn't a Tabaxi because it wasn't 5e. It was third edition, so it was just a catfolk.
That was it.
Yeah, it was still a cat, but Tabaxi didn't exist. But yeah, you wanted to play a spellcaster because you played you played Nathaniel, and you wanted to play a spellcaster. And Simon's. I think Simon's D&D session was the reason that we used Roll20 for the first time. So when Blood and Sand came around, we were like, we want to continue it. We know we can continue it because Roll20 exists.
Hey?
Because Blood and Sand was in 5th and Simon's was in 3rd.
Well, 3.5.
Well,
3.5.
he's an important man, and you have a habit of putting your foot in your mouth.
I know exactly what to say to the great and the good, thank you very much. I am the great and the good. Nobility, born and bred.
You're kidding, right? You.
Don't look so surprised. You think I'd never mentioned it before?
You haven't mentioned it before. Do you think I'd forget something like that?
Really? Well, if I didn't, it's because it's not important. We're all the same underneath, eh?
This is what it's like talking to Cole. Just saying.
I definitely mentioned that.
I definitely mentioned that. It's not important. You didn't ask.
Don't worry about it.
I cannot believe you sometimes.
This is when Cole's going to tell us about his wife and 4
I'll
kids.
tell
at
you
some
what.
point. We're going to be like, what?
I'll let you in on some noble knowledge by way of an apology.
You never asked. But that's not the same thing!
Kings, lords, emperors, all those sorts. They deal with more scheming and intrigue on the average day than most folks do in a lifetime. Which means they tend to be surrounded by backstabbers and spies. We need to be on our guard.
Okay.
Don't being attacked here, justifiably, but attacked nonetheless.
Exactly. Have you tried using a ward light? It's an item that prevents monsters from noticing you as you go about your business. It's a good idea to have one on hand in case you end up in a position where another fight might be one too many. That's worth knowing at this point.
It's a repel.
Yeah. Oh, fast travel? Hey, fast travel.
Wagon. Wagon.
Wagon. So we can go back. Nice. Oh, look at the size of the map. Okay.
Well, I think we should end there because I've got to go to bed. But this has been one hell. This has been one hell of a recording.
This sure has. It looks like that path up there is where the story wants me to go, so I can talk to. It looks like I can probably talk to some shopkeepers, go back out here and do some grinding a little bit. I may do some side quests. If I end up getting side quests that have story beats in them, I will do the same next stream where we do a brief summary, because thankfully this game has the log where I can quickly go back and show any cutscenes that seemed important.
If I did the screenshot of Skype, yes.
Oh my god.
So it's still.
So the chat exists, but like the group exists, but like the actual log has been deleted by Skype, which I guess makes sense. They probably wouldn't want to hang on to stuff like that for 10 years. Sweating buckets here. I reckon I'm getting too old for this game, you know? Nonsense. No doubt Sir Slime would have crossed the sands with ease. Oh, I didn't mean to complain. Still, a drop or two of rain wouldn't go amiss around these parts, eh? No doubt the locals would agree with you. I believe the Salvonians... Savalonians. Could not read that word to save my life. Say a drop of rain is more precious than a sapphire. This is very ironic when we're stood in the town that is currently flooded. Suppose they don't see many of them, eh? And they're not the only ones. What's got into you all of a sudden? Well, I was just thinking about that story Sailor Boy here told us about the wind, how the wind died down when he was out at sea and got stranded in the doldrums. Bet you'd have given a sapphire or two for a drink of water back then, eh, laddie? Compared to that, I've not much to worry about, eh? I suppose it's important to try and put things into perspective sometimes. That it is, Your Highness, that it is. There we go.
Did we start Blood and Sand IRL when Das came over? Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, that's the one thing that we know for concrete fact, is that the very first session of Blood and Sand, if you want to call it session 1 or session 0 is up to you, but the very first session was in a hotel room in Nottingham for my 21st birthday. Next. Oh, that's the ship. Right.
What is Blood and Sand? It was our first D&D
campaign.
It's a
D&D game.
The reason why everyone basically in our Discord plays D&D is because of Blood and Sand.
Yeah. A mess. Thanks, Stanji.
It wasn't a mess when we started, but it sure as hell was by the time we finished.
Yeah, and you've probably not heard of it because Kay actually wasn't a part of it, because did we know Kay 10 years ago? Or did we become friends? I feel like we became friends with Kay maybe like 9 years ago. I feel like Blood and Sand had started.
We became friends with Kay through Area 11.
Yeah, and Insomnia, and by extension Ajko, because Kay also got Kay. The main reason we got to know each other is because Kay was playing on the same server that I was, and I feel like Ajko might have been after Blood and Sand had started, but I'd have to double check my own logs if those logs still exist as well. So yeah, Den, you probably wouldn't have heard of Blood and Sand because Kay wasn't a part of it.
Kay was definitely around when I joined Blood and Sand.
Okay.
So he was around then.
Okay.
So maybe the Ajko server was prior to Blood and Sand.
It might have been, but yeah, because it was started as a special IRL thing because it was like for my birthday we wanted to play IRL D&D, and not a lot of people could make it because some of us were still in education at the time. Yeah, some people had jobs, but some of us were still in education.
Christ, back in 2015, Stanji's still in education.
Might have been.
10 years ago, he would have been 22. Yeah, I feel like he probably was still.
I said the first time I met Stanji was.
Yeah, that was his last year.
Yeah, because you were, when we met, when we went to 2.8, the zombie run in Birmingham, which might have been the year before or maybe 2 years before, was when we met IRL for the first time. And the following morning, you were heading into college/uni to go study. The following morning. We met in 2012, right? So it was probably college. It was probably Birmingham College. One time I played D&D, we didn't even get through the tavern. We burnt down the village and we all went separate ways. That sounds like D&D.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
Me, you guys at 49, yes,
Yeah.
49.
Because you two pointed each other out in the
In the queue, because we were stood next to each other in the queue and didn't even know for like a good 5 minutes until suddenly it was just like, it's you! You're real!
I don't even know what you pointed about. I was like, I just turned to you and I was like, who the hell's that? And you were like, you were on video with him last night. And I was like, I don't remember.
Yeah, because the cameras were so bad.
I was just like, I don't remember that.
If you want an idea, because the cameras were bad, but also the like internet was bad because it was like the really early days that, you know, and we were using Tiny Chat, had really low bit rate. So
Yeah.
the cameras were bad and the bit rate was bad. So it was like, oh, you know, take your modern day webcam and smear like Vaseline over it, and you'll have a rough idea of what the cameras looked like. We were really happy. Yeah, it was great. I still love I-49. I-49 is like core memory unlocked of like, made so many friends of like, you know, people that we already knew, but we met them all in real life for the first time, and it was like, yes.
Take a drink, I'll be frothing at the mouth.
I care about my friends a lot.
I don't.
You guys were the best thing about I-49, yeah. And that's why I'm upset that I don't have my hoodie anymore. I don't know where it is, and that's why I'm like, no, I don't want your hoodie, I want my hoodie, because it was mine, and it had my name in it, and it's gone missing, and no one knows where it is.
The ice cream was actually the best thing about it. It was. I love the ice cream there. I like ice cream.
Everyone loves Lippo's ice cream. I made many friends and more vomit than you care to recall. Yeah. Also, we slept in a tent.
Yeah.
That's wild. Like back in the day, we went to conventions and we would sleep in tents in fields because you couldn't get hotel rooms. We were like, yeah, we'll just sleep in a tent. We'll go camping. Why not? I remember fighting the FOMO because I couldn't be at I-49 because I had no income. Yeah, a lot of us didn't. But it was like the biggest. It was the biggest Shabuzi meetup because after
Thanks,
that.
Daz.
Yeah, it's true. It's 9:30.
It's 9:30.
Yeah.
I gotta go to bed.
But yeah, that was the biggest Shabuzi meetup because there hadn't been one before then that was bigger, and there wasn't one after that was bigger. That was the meetup. We claimed almost an entire aisle of that convention.
Yeah.
Of like we like at one point we were almost blocked off the ends and like made a little campsite of like, we live here. This is for us.
This was when we learned that Stanji was a dumbass.
No, we already knew that.
Because while everyone else was bloody playing games and stuff, he was asleep. And then when everyone went to bed, he sort of started his fucking night shift. And he's like, I'm gonna go play on my computer now. Like, no one's there except the weirdos, you twat. He's like, well, I've already been to sleep.
100% humidity.
100% humidity.
Vein mechanics.
Vein mechanics.
Vein mechanics. I still have that photo album, I believe. I believe it's up in the memory book. Because some of the photos from I-49 I actually printed out and put in a photo album, which is up in the loft, I believe.
I have,
Margaret Thatcher!
Butt Scratcher!
Velociraptor!
Can't say one of them. But you knew which one I was talking about.
Everybody's mind like auto filled in the next word.
What if the sun had gravity?
What if the sun had gravity?
I still have that photo.
I will
In
say,
fact,
I don't-
I've got a
yeah.
link from Bob Mitch's camera thing.
Yeah.
I've still got that bookmarked.
Oh, yeah.
So I can share that for people who want to see.
Yeah,
Baby
share that.
Spook.
Yeah, Baby Spook. I don't know if
Baby
I don't know if the photo is in that album, but I believe on my unused Facebook page that I have never used, that my profile picture is still a picture of me from I-49, and the picture that you can't see it because it's like cropped to be a profile picture, but the full picture is me with my foot on someone's throat.
Yeah,
and it's
Slenderman.
Robin.
Yeah.
Yeah. The picture. He's basically, I was holding something and he was trying to grab it from me by holding my two wrists, and because he had both of my wrists held, I put my foot up onto his throat to try and push him away, and that's my profile photo on Facebook. On my Facebook that I do not use is from I-49. Violent Blue. I can be violent if I want to. I just often don't want to be. Remember this. I can be violent if I want to. Oh my goodness. I don't even think I can raid out from that because I'm just like reeling from. We're on just a nostalgia trip at the moment, basically. So we're just gonna go, yeah, that's it, that's me! That's me with my foot on Robin's throat! Spook, check your phone. His phone is in his hand. That was when I had short hair. Don't post that in Skywolf, but post it in Roll With It.
Don't
Please.
post that in.
Don't post it in Skywolf. But
Why do
post
you
it.
not want it in Skywalker? Yes, I have that photo.
Because
it's one where we took a picture of Stanji because we said he looked like he shit himself.
Oh, we all look so much younger. This was before we had debt. All of us. All of us. That photo was before all of us had debt.
Baby blue.
Yeah, baby. Alright, I'm gonna go and be nostalgic in VC probably. Although I do need to go to the bathroom. I need another cup of tea. Right, thank you for the stream. This has been a great one. The game has been wild, and also we've been reminiscing about stuff which I.
What the fuck is wrong with Stanji's face?
That's the classic photo.
Looks like he's just been to Babushka.
I think I've still got that photo like saved to my computer. That's and on my phone. I think that's the one photo that like has carried forward on all of my devices is the group photo from I-49. But yeah, I need to go. But yeah, it's been great. I love reminiscing about the past. Because Lord knows I do it all the time, and Blood and Sand is always one of my favourite things to talk about, as Das knows. You guys get the filtered version, but me and Das still talk about it to this day. So, yeah. Bye! Love you all, bye! Bye.